What a funny sentence. Take a look at the maulings. Holy smokes, I missed this! Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to some more Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where I've just logged in. I'm going to give you a very quick little primer here on what I've been doing since the last time that we all played together. I went down here to Sussex, which is part of what is all of this Wessex in the darker line, and then the smaller line here specifically is Sussex. Probably that. That's probably how it works. I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't care at this point. I got most of the wealth, all of the artifacts, didn't touch any of the mysteries that were story-related, because I'm thinking soon we're going to go do a lot of these. We're going to start a little arc where we just go around doing all of these little side pieces of content. But I didn't quite get everything, because some of these things, these little opals and this piece of treasure, I believe are linked to the stories directly next to them. But I just wanted to get a heads up on that, because for most of the regions, all that is left is these little stories, these little story beats that you can do with Eivor that for some reason I've decided we're going to do together. The only other regions left now is there's a little bit left in Syrupshire, and there's quite a bit left in Gloucestershire. However you're supposed to say it. It's largely irrelevant. It's English. It's all up for interpretation. However I say something is actually correct, though. And if you disagree, you're wrong and a morally bad person. I'm making that declarative right now. If you disagree, you're wrong and a morally bad person. If you take issue with that, you're wrong and a morally bad person. Welcome to hell. I'm Satan. Enjoy it. You can never leave. You can leave the channel, but you shouldn't. You should subscribe and head on over to patreon.howdyfolks.net, link in the description, and help support what we do here. Now, I've logged in again to my fresh save, and you might have noticed that we are once again missing our quest. So, what I'm going to do, I don't know why this keeps happening, but we're going to load the exact same save that I loaded. I even went through the effort of not hitting continue. No, I take that back. I did hit continue, but I checked, and it had the correct date and time of my last manual save where it said continue, and it dropped me back to where I did that save. This is where I was. I came over here and got an opal from over there, and I was like, perfect. This sets us up for the quest, because the quest start point is like right over here. I did a save game, I logged out, I was like, let's see what happens at the start of the next episode. The quest is gone yet again, so let's load again. Let's just see, you know? Let's just see what happens. Presumably we'll load in right there in that exact same spot on our boat. There you go, a little earlier in the day. And there's our quest, a fiend out of hell. I forgot to turn on my orb. I don't think this would have helped, but I suppose it couldn't have hurt either. So there we go. The orb is on. Maybe all will be right in the world now. Am I right that this is episode 99 of this Let's Play? That's unbelievable. And I think the majority of them have been shot and uploaded specifically for the Howdy Folks AC channel this year, which is saying a lot because this series started 4 years ago. What's going on here? Are we being jumped? There's no reason for us to get out, is there? I think we can just back up and ram these things. I mean, yeah, they're throwing exploding arrows or something at us. They're approaching the ship.
What's the matter here?
I think we could still get around. I don't think we have to stop and fight them. I don't think they're going to wade all the way out here to the boat. And I think that if we get up a good head of steam... Charge! Charge! Yeah! Open the sail. I'm not bothering. I don't care. Let them do what they want. I've got a mission. I literally do not care what they do. They're so beneath me at this point that it's not even worth my time to address them directly. She is a small village near Brislia Farm. Presumably here. One would well, assume.
Hey, hold
or
on.
presume? Presumably? Assumedly. Oh yeah, this looks like the start of some sort of a quest. I love a bunch of angry villagers.
It's the devil. We know it's the Danes. It's always the damn Danes. Make them pay their guilt for the dead that now litter the fields.
Show sense, please. What would the Danes gain from the slaughter of poor farmers?
Yeah. What would we gain? As a Dane myself.
Look, there's a filthy Dane now. Why don't we ask?
Sometimes I inhabit Eivor. Yeah, beat up the old woman with the weird exoskeleton bra. Interesting looking. Oh, I didn't even really have to do anything there. Stop on her! Get her!
Fools are making
Yeah!
noise.
Now beat up this guy! Oh my gosh, this guy's got it going on. Alright, we've let him get some cheap hits in. Let's just keep spamming the attack button until he's, like, down. Yeah, I love that knee trick there. Sorry about this, my guy. I mean, I'm not. You started it. I literally just showed up here and I was instantly attacked. I don't even know why.
I cannot blame them.
Thank you for staying your hand, stranger. What is your name?
Why is everyone just wandered off after that? They're like, well, that's enough of that. He took out 3 of us.
Abbess of
Back about our
Barking, and
business.
inquirer into mysteries.
Are we here for the same reason, I wonder?
Aye, to look upon devil's work. But why would a Dane from upriver care what happens to Saxon farmers?
If there's a rabid wolf or bear on the prowl, I would see it dead. Blame often falls on my folk for such carnage.
Well and good, Eivor of the Raven clan. Take a look at the maulings, and tell me what manner of rabid beast did these things.
What a funny sentence. Take a look at the maulings. Holy smokes, I missed this. I completely missed this. This is rabid. Goodness me. And they're covered in some sort of green bile. Why? Is that to aid in digestion? What's going on here? Explain yourself.
You there? What befell this poor beast?
Danes befell it.
How can you be sure?
It was Hrothgar's war band. They're holed up in that old church, working their misery upon us.
Warriors do not often go about slaying milk cows. Besides, I have heard talk of a beast on the loose.
Okay, but maybe we should investigate them. Maybe we should keep that in our back pocket in case we start getting desperate. Children!
Does it lead?
Perfect! They are always nosing into things where they have no business. Maybe they've seen something.
You are brave ones for getting so close to this awful sight.
I saw it, warrior. I did. The night it happened. I saw it all.
Have you considered telling this to
A
someone?
wolf? A bear? Maybe a rabid hound?
It was a jotun, as straight as a tree. And it laughed while it ripped and teared. It yelled out its name. Grendel. A jotun.
Grendel?
I saw
I mean, that is a
big
person.
and hairy.
Maybe the guy
That
turns
ran
into a
across the
beast.
wall.
Maybe it's some sort of Isu thing.
Real.
I mean, that doesn't seem likely. It could be. Actually, you know what? I take that back. In this game, it could very well be some sort of weird Isu thing. This Grendel fella has gone out there. He's found some sort of Isu relic that turns him into a beast. He's wandered around now. He's attacking people. What is the purpose of this? Why would it be here? What do I need to do? Why would I move it? What have I gained from this activity? Oh, I probably had to move it to get to that chest at some point. That makes sense. That makes way more sense than it having some other function. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything over here. Do you think that this is something the bird would be good at? Oh, yeah, immediately. There is something right over there to look at. Thank you, bird. Thank you, Sonin. Or Sunan. Or Sunan. Sunanmi? I don't know. What did I see over here, though? Oh. Maybe I'm confused. Hold on. Was it just that guy? Oh. Beast on the roof. Yeah, no, that does raise some questions, doesn't it? As in, how did Beast get on roof?
By the gods. What manner of beast flung that poor creature up here to its doom?
Not a very good one. Probably a really bad one. Well, I mean, very good at flinging creatures onto roofs, for sure. But definitely not like a good moral creature. Not an upstanding, upright... Are we going to finally investigate the bile or whatever this is?
Bite marks, but not from any beast I know. And the corpse is covered in strange mold, though the wounds are fresh.
I'm telling you, man, this is some sort of Isu
Sort of
nonsense.
beast leaves glistening mold over freshly killed prey. Yet that woman blamed the Hrothgar and his band of Danes. Were the killer's men.
Maybe both.
Whoever it was, they were mighty enough to get a mauled beast corpse onto a rooftop.
Or maybe they
That little
threw a
girl
whole
thought the
beast
creature
up
was a
there and then
giant,
mauled it.
calling itself Grendel. This may be the work of a band of drunken Danes. Or something far worse.
Maybe both. Maybe the drunken Danes have an Isu artifact that turns their leader into a giant bear. And they go around with the giant bear just destroying the countryside for the sake of debauchery. Like in that SpongeBob episode.
I have
Debauchery!
learned all I can from the villagers and those dead beasts.
And what is your take on the mystery? Still believe a wolf or bear did these things?
This is not the work of a woodland creature. The bite marks, the mold, most odd.
So you admit this is the devil's work? Or one of your wooden dragons come to life?
A few maulings do not make for a devil or a dragon. It must be a man, or a pack of them. The girl mentioned a name. Grendel.
No. No mortal hand could rend flesh in such a way. Surely you see that.
I have seen the worst the hands of men can do. Deeds bloodier than this.
And these men stalk the night, slaying cattle as they go.
It does sound
True.
preposterous.
This thing I cannot explain.
3 times these attacks have happened. Each time, bite marks, broken bones, and streaks of mold. Something wicked walks in East Anglia. Some other animals were attacked in the woods northeast of here.
Let us go.
This way. We may find more clues.
All right, I'm down for that. Do you have a horse by chance? Or, like, perchance if I summoned my large cat creature, my large cat mount, would you like to ride with me? Because sometimes they'll hop on with you. But you kind of have to... Whoa, what do you know? That's what you like to see.
Up there in the trees ahead. Can you smell it? It reeks of death and evil.
The only concern is if we get there too quickly, we'll miss some bit of dialogue.
Death. Loki's reek.
I think we're good, though. I think that's all the discussion we're going to have. Some random horse. Okay, here we go. We're getting somewhere. Pack of wolves, though. That's unexpected. I don't know what that... unless they're just here to feast on the corpses. Are we going to kill this wolf pack and then go, I guess that was it? And then only realize when it's too late that the wolves are now attacking the village and they've killed... No, not the wolves, but the actual beast is attacking the village and killed our friends? Are you alright? Speak to the woman. That's a woman? Oh, I guess so. I don't know. It just kind of looked like a fella from a distance.
Did the wolves get a bite of you?
No, I'm unhurt. Thank you, Dane. I misjudged you.
Now, why are you here
No need,
investigating
but
these beasts?
Tell me what happened.
These beasts came scavenging for fresh meat.
I meant, why are you out here with the dead cattle again?
Maybe they were also scavenging.
Searching for my best milch cow. She's missing.
And you found her?
No, but I found a Danish axe. It belongs to Hrothgar, leader of the warband.
You know for a fact this axe is his.
Yes, he brandishes it about the village, demanding ale.
I will speak to this Hrothgar and his warband. That woman is certain a nearby band of warriors caused these maulings. We have no other clues.
I know the men she means. They're staying at the church near Brisleek Farm. Come, meet them. Their leader, Hrothgar, is a great man. For a heathen. He is no cattle killer.
What a
You have
compliment.
curious opinions,
He's
Wulfhilda,
alright for a
and an
heathen.
uncommonly open mind.
I should say the same of you. Most heathens would point to witchcraft or monsters, but you seek an earthly cause.
I have seen many strange things, but the answers are usually close at hand, if only hidden.
That's true. We did trapes about tracing
Yet in this
a
case, the
speaking
church is
white
tasked
stag
to explain the
once.
unexplainable. That, at times, introduces
That was a hallucination,
unholy
though.
ideas.
And your church
was
accepts
it?
your unholy ideas.
They tolerate it. Lucifer is a deceiver, and God himself works in mysterious ways. So I too must remain open to all possibilities, mundane and otherworldly.
I see
Which
more
is why you
mutilations
tolerate
ahead.
a heathen like me.
Perhaps. Or perhaps all of us, heathen and Christian, stand within the folds of a greater mystery.
Get on my mount. Just get up here. We're done with our dialogue section. You can hop up here now. We can. Yeah, no. There's a lot of dead things here. Oh, the church is also in ruin. I'm assuming the Danes are also dead. Is this them here? Yeah, that woman back there seemed super convinced it was the Danes, and I'm wondering if maybe. Oh goodness. Yeah, no. Everyone here is very dead. Is this all some ploy? Was that woman back there a witch? Did she enchant a bear to destroy the village and kill the beast so that? Well, no, because then she would probably know that everyone here was dead and not send us after them. She would probably recognize that her task was complete. I'm not past that, though!
Something's off, Eivor. Hrothgar's men are rowdy sorts, but the air is far too still.
Do you not see the corpses of the charred, burned building remains? They burnt a stone building. Can you not see that? I acknowledge that it was probably ivy that burnt... Did we just... I don't know why I've never noticed Eivor reach out and snag an arrow before. I know we grabbed them as we run past, but I guess we're running past too fast for me to realize he's actually reaching out and taking them.
Wulfhilda. The killer may yet linger here.
Their leader, Hrothgar. I do not see him among the dead.
I shall find him.
Hrothgar is drinking some sort of potion that's turning him into a bear, and he's accidentally killing his own men and vomiting.
The same marks.
Oh, this guy's
before.
beheaded.
Bite marks and mauling. These are not weapon wounds.
Telling you, man.
Manner of demon can fell so many well-armed warriors.
See, more fresh mold. Same as in the fields on the cows.
The villagers say it is the devil's mark. What do you say, Eivor?
I say find the mold, and we find our killer.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there is like a naturalistic explanation outside of just Isu technology. What would cause mole? It's a creeper.
Eivor, look up. More blood.
Someone crawled into the loft, or dragged the body up there.
Did they? How did we determine that based on that back there?
Hrothgar sometimes slept in the loft. Have you looked up there?
No, but I suppose that's where we're gonna find Hrothgar. Oh, that's what we were looking at right there. I thought we meant like back there somewhere. So Hrothgar's gonna be asleep up here and not know what's going on. He transformed into a beast, went into the village. His men came running after him, shouting his name, like, "Come on, let's get back to the house. You've gone crazy and turned into a bear or something." And then they brought him back here, and he transformed again and killed them all.
Back you. Back, I say. I can still draw blood.
Yeah. Okay. Something strange going on here. I don't know what the Legend of Beowulf... Like, I know what the Legend of Beowulf is, but I'm not familiar enough with it to know whether or not it involves a man who transforms into a bear at any point.
Leader of this warband.
I am. A Finnmark raider and proud of it. For the little time I have left.
I bear ill news. Your warriors have fallen. Who or what did this awful thing?
The monster did this thing. It killed us while laughing. Laughing. It broke my axe and gouged me. I crawled up here to die.
Okay, so he's not the monster.
What was it? Did you see?
A foul Jotun. A night-goer from the world's rim. It spoke.
Grendel, yeah.
Named itself Grendel. Said it would return.
Good. We shall wait for it to come back, you and I.
Not I. My wounds are too great and my spirit takes ship.
This is just comical to watch. I can't take it seriously when he's bouncing around like this.
Ride with the winged women friend. I will handle this Grendel, whatever manner of monster it may be.
Wait. Warrior. There were...
Two creatures?
Best hide, to not scare the demon off when it returns.
I like that
We'll wait up
idea.
here for it to show itself again.
Is he saying that there's two creatures? Or is there like one creature and it's the old woman
Your rest,
summoning it?
I will stand vigil with prayer.
I mean, I think it's
Wulfhilda,
probably on
be
its
still.
way.
Something stirs.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just a fella from the looks of things. Like, it's a big fella. But it is just a fella. Well, that was easy.
Play. Grendel only want to play. You make Grendel hurt.
Oh, no.
Mama, I want to go home.
Oh, no, I've read Mice and Men. I know what's happening. I've not read of Mice and Men. I watched someone do a one-man play of it, though. Pretty good.
By all that is holy and bright, what manner of monster is that thing?
Not a monster, but a man. Strange to behold, but this
Ubisoft, if you don't know how to animate a beard,
was
don't put it in the game.
man.
But where did it come from?
Okay, you could call
All
it
men
he.
have mothers. This one called out for his in the end.
And all of us, even the most hideous, have souls. O Lord, forgive this man his sins, and grant unto him your grace and everlasting love.
Mauled everywhere. Stay here, Wulfhilda. I'll follow this trail.
Yeah, I don't understand the mold still. I'm assuming it has something to do with his mother. Maybe after he kills people or destroys things, his mother, like, drenches it all in mold, so it breaks down more quickly or something like that and hides his sins. I have no idea. I've got no clue. I guess I'm not inspecting things. I'm just following footprints at this point. Was that something I could read? No, tragically not. No last-minute scrawlings of a madman. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, no, I see all the dead beasts. I saw them on the way in. And I guess I'll continue seeing them on the way out. Sorry, what?
More mold. I'm on the right path.
I didn't need to come back for that game. I'm pretty sure I could have just kept following the moldy trail. I know how to use the mechanics of the game, thank you. Alright? Been playing it for a little while now. Sometimes I misclick buttons. That's only because I played something different for a little while. Yeah, it's probably that shack up there, if I had to guess. The hobbled ruins. I guess it's not really hobbled. It's more like a tent. And for that, like a tent-style pavilion situation. And as such, it looks pretty alright. Am I supposed to investigate this, or am I supposed to just keep going? It had that aura around it that made me think I was supposed to engage with it. Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about with the tent. I mean, it's got a cloth over the top. Do they live in a cave? Yes, from the looks of things they do. We're dealing with an actual caveman. I don't think I've been here before. I think I'd remember this. This is kind of creepy. This is the sort of place you find Wendigos. And it's not the... Set another game in America, Ubisoft, and give me a Wendigo. Give me an Isu Wendigo. Please. Okay? I'm begging you. I mean, it'd be scary. But you gotta do it right. You gotta set it right. There's so much more potential in North America, and they've given us the 2 games? We're not gonna count 4, but Assassin's Creed Liberation is in the swamps. Assassin's Creed 3 was up in the New England area, you know, up there in New York and Massachusetts and all that. There's the Wild West, the Northeast. You could give us an Assassin's Creed game that is the Oregon Trail. And instead of being a large open world, it's a linear, like, every chapter you're in a new region along the trail, and it's kind of a wide, narrow area. Oh, come on. Think outside the box. There's so many cool things you could do. Gosh darn it. Hello? I mean, I'm pretty sure the other direction is the direction we want to go in, but that just makes going in this direction all the more appealing. Right? Following the road less traveled. There is nothing back here and no reason to be here. Alright, onward we go then in the direction we're clearly intended to start in. Grimes Graves is what this is called, apparently. Yep. It smells bad. That direction is the direction the game wants me to go in. Yet again, that means something worthwhile awaits us back here. What have we got? It's just iron. You know what? I'm gonna start using the term worthwhile a little bit less, like, liberally. Use it a bit more conservatively. I'm gonna hang on to the, because what is worthwhile? It's not iron ore. It's not something we're hurting for or something that we need. We got plenty of that at this point. Oh, good. Some written testimony. Old diary. My boy, my sweet little Grendel. My eyes see nothing but a helpless tiny thing. Perhaps his form is like no other, but my heart feels an immense love. Like God's love. I cannot feel him. They say he will not live long, but I will do anything for my baby, my Grendel. We're just assuming an accent here, and we're gonna stick to it. Alright? This is just impractical to live back here. No shot whenever you two needed something, you both... They've gotta... Oh, well, that was a mistake. That was just a mistake. A foolish error. What is after me? What could possibly be down here? Kill it! Kill it with fire! Shockingly effective. Give me back my torch. No, I'm not on fire. You're on fire. So the boy lives in a cave with his mom. We say boy. Man. The man lived in a cave with his mom that he had to do parkour to get in and out of. It smells awful. I guess this is the source of some sort of mutated, ultra-fast growing mold. And he spreads it wherever he goes. And the corpses of his victims, because for some reason he's a murderer, and a slayer as well, who just screams Grendel everywhere he goes. They all collect the fast-growing mold. Tattered diary. My Grendel thrives in the face of so much. Our village, other children, his own body. Sorry, everything's on fire. We've got to wait for the fire to go out. Just one moment, please. I don't know why everything beneath me was flammable. My love and the grace of God are all he needs. We'll move away from the rest. He needs not their fearful looks, their vile taunts, their evil threat. It sounds like they were right to be fearful. Have you not seen the murder sprees he goes on? Your son's a menace! Oh, not this again. Get out of here. Shoo. Hush! Stop shouting down there. Musty diary. Grendel's sins are for God alone to judge. She knows. My simple boy knows not his own strength. Forgive him, Lord, as he knows not what he does. My duty is to help him thrive, and I shall. I love him. I love him so. My sweet little boy, my Grendel. See, the problem is, he's not your sweet little boy. He's a grown man. And you've not done a good job helping him sort of battle with his issues and, like, learn to master them.
Swims with fever dreams. What just happened?
Grendel! Grendel! Is that you?
Who is this?
Answer me!
Who are these people? What is going on down here?
I need a thing for a locked.
Yeah, I got the key. Don't worry about it.
Yes, I need a key. A key. So fitting. Yet, what use is a key with no lock?
Alright, I guess this is Mom. You know what? I wasn't expecting Mother to be...
You smell like my
I like that it's just called Mother as well. She doesn't have a name. I didn't expect her to be some sort of warrior woman. Your son's a menace to society, and it's your fault. Alright? You shouldn't have sequestered him to a cave. Was she emitting what? Oh, I guess she was just an old lady.
What wickedness is this? You, the woman from the farm. You lied about the day.
We called it! Not correctly, but we called it.
Protect my boy. He never meant to hurt anyone. But the others...
But he did hurt others. His intentions are irrelevant.
He kept growing in body, but not in mind. He was my boy. My sweet little Grendel.
There are ways to manage that, and you failed at all of them. Who really felled Grendel, though?
Wulfhilda must know the truth of this.
Was it his mother? Or was it society for not accepting him? Maybe if everyone had come together and tried to help the boy, we would have a different story. But instead we have a story where a mother made her little boy grow up in some sort of weird moss cave and then tried to cover for him murdering people. How the heck do I get out of here? Do I have to go all the way back out the way I came? There's two paths here, but I don't know which one I started from. I think I came from the other direction. Yeah, this explains it if they have this other way out here. You know what? Despite all of my explorations in this game, I've never once come across an exit before finding the entrance by accident. So, you can imagine someone must have. If you played this game and you came across some of these places where you stumbled in from the back way and tried to figure out, like, well, what the heck am I supposed to do? Let me know. I'd be curious to hear about that. I've not done it. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, no, that checks out. Wait, can I get up this? Hold on. Oh, no, I see. I see now. Okay, I'm following now. Oh, what does that say? The white hilt of the sword of Riedrich Hale. Alone I wrought in inky black, the end of a shadow maze, and the hand of one born well I blaze with boundless flames. Huh? This is the way out, isn't it? Or am I just heading deeper into a different, yet somehow unrelated cave? What? Apparently I've been here before, because I've looted that chest. And I've moved that. How did I get in here before, but not back there? See, this is the problem with playing a game over the course of 4 years. You lose track of what you've already done in the world. Whenever I start Assassin's Creed Shadows, You folks had better hold my feet to the fire and make me finish that game within a year. Even if it's a game that has content like DLC that comes out later, that's fine. We gotta finish that main story. Breakneck pace. Breakneck pace, alright? I'm not doing this. I'm not spending 4 years in an Assassin's Creed game again, gosh darn it. Wulfhilda! Wulfhilda, I'm still trying to figure out what this got to do with Beowulf. Alright, I still don't know. I feel like I have to go read the thing now, or watch that weird movie that caused everyone to have, like, Uncanny Valley disorder or syndrome or whatever it is. That icky feeling.
Abbess,
Eivor, you live yet. Pray, tell all.
I slew a monster that was but a man. Then I tracked his mother and killed her too.
His mother?
She struck at me in the dark and I defended myself. But it was no hero's deed.
Those poor souls. I shall pray for them tonight at Barking Abbey.
Leaving already?
I must. The bishop is eager for a full accounting of the Beast of East Anglia.
Leave my name out of your tale. It is nothing to be remembered for.
Understood. Perhaps it would work better as a song. I dabbled in verse as a youth. It may be time to lift the pen again. But what story shall I write? The full truth of this thing may be hard to fathom.
Give them a comforting one, about heroes and monsters. For the truth, the bone-cold truth of everything is often hard to take. It cuts like a cruel north wind on the neck.
God saves us all, Eivor. I take my leave now, but will write to you once my poem is complete. Farewell.
Thank you, and farewell to you too, Wulfhilda. Make it a good tale.
Ever as fate must. Yeah, that one was just sort of depressing all around. I didn't get much joy from that. That just left me feeling sad, empty, and hollow. And I still don't know what Beowulf had to do with it. Comment down below if you understand the Beowulf connection. Was Beowulf a man with the mind of a child? I don't think so, but I also don't know. Named it Of Mice and Men, and it would have made more sense with the story that was presented. But the important thing is that we completed the quest, which means now we don't have to worry about it not showing up on the world map anymore because it's not supposed to. It's done, it's completed, it's behind us. I don't know if there are possibly other quests in this list that may come and go every time we log in and out. I'm unsure. It wouldn't shock me to find that out. So I've been doing some reading over here because I want to know in what order I should be doing these things. And I wasn't sure about how the sort of Ragnarok DLC fit into things like Asgard. You would assume those would be connected in some way, but apparently not necessarily. And apparently, in Dreams, Restless Dreams, I believe, might start the Ragnarok DLC, although I could be wrong. But apparently, in Dreams, this quest that we've had access to for a really long time, that I think takes us back to Asgard, is something that we should be doing. It's part of the... apparently, it's part of the base game. I'm still trying to figure that out. Apparently, according to this person on the Assassin's Creed Reddit, I've already messed up. Because what you should do for the optimal story experience is play the main story until Velka's missions come. That would be this one. Velka needs a place to work. Then do all of those. So finish Velka acts. I didn't. Finish the 10 optional animus glitches right before the main story ends. There's still a couple of those left, I think. I'm assuming the only regions we would have any of those remaining, if we go to the world, would be possibly one of these little glitches around here. Or these little blue... because those are labeled as mysteries, and we have some little blue mysteries lying about. But then also maybe some of these up here. So I don't know if something's going to happen when I finish all of them, which makes me think maybe I should make sure we're rolling when I do those, because I did one when we weren't rolling, and it wasn't that interesting. It was just down here, and you crawl along, and the voices say nonsensical things. After that... wait, what? After you finish the 10 optional animus glitches right before the main story ends, and then you can start... DOR, Dawn of Ragnarok, I think that one is, possibly. After finishing, you can play the other DLCs anytime you want. They're basically like side stories. Free stuff like river raiding, etc. can also be played anytime. So I guess we do all of those. So then after that, after doing all of that, you do the Dawn of Ragnarok DLC. But I don't know why. After finishing Glitches, there's a cutscene which is directly related to the main story and Asgard/Jotunheim acts. To understand every aspect of Dor, this play order is best. Maybe it's going to explain Basim. Because I still don't know. I played his whole game, and I still don't know what his deal is. So gosh darn it, we better get something for these glitches. He even said that he put those anomalies in the game. He said that when we did the first one as Basim, instead of as Layla. He was like, oh, these little anomalies I've put in the game. And I sound just like him when I do that. I know, it's uncanny. Something to that. Now, we have done two things so far in this game. If you go back through the wealth of storyline, the wealth of the last 99 episodes, there are basically two things we did that have confused me beyond reckoning or reason, okay? One of those was we did accidentally go to Svartalheim. No, that's something different. The other one, we did something else. At some point, we ended up in this other dimension where we were playing as like old Eivor and his wife looking for her son, except it wasn't Eivor, it was like, I guess, one of the Aisu, maybe it was Odin, I cannot remember the details and they are not important, but we're trying to find our son, and I don't remember how that ended up ending. I don't remember if there was a conclusion to that. I think we just bailed on it because I was like, should we be here? Not sure if we should be here. And then another thing that we did was we ended up in Asgard when the big blue guys were running across the bridge, and I was like, should we be here? I feel like we shouldn't be here. And Loki was there, and I was like, I don't know what's happening. And we left that as well. Maybe it's time we go back to that. Maybe it's time we revisit that. Maybe we should have already done that. But apparently, we need to wrap up or get back into Asgard. We need to continue with In Dreams. Yeah, better complete Asgard and Jotunheim arc before, for better understanding after you visit Norway again. We really messed up, I think. So I guess for episode 100, we're gonna head back to Asgard. Until then, thank you folks for watching. God bless each and every single one of you. I'll see you later. Goodbye.